Eric, you could have just said like somebody emailed that with a question for Riley as opposed to make it seem like you have this big dark bomb you need to drop on us.
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that.
Okay, I'm excited for this. So it's kind of like an Ask Riley email you got, Eric?
Yeah.
Okay, so Eric is the one that checks for like War of the Roses.
Don't rip it.
Eric checks everything. So you'll be playing the part of the listener who
wants to remain anonymous.
Okay.
So it starts out with Riley. First, let me just say I love you and thank you for being an inspiration.
Oh.
I'd love to hear your advice to someone that has struggled with food/exercise in the past and mending that relationship. If it is something you feel comfortable speaking on. As a plus-size woman, I've always felt intimidated in gyms. I've spent my whole life focused on shrinking my body instead of honoring it. Now that I'm trying to view exercise as a stress reliever and something fun instead of punishment or something to help me lose weight. I'd love to hear your take on that and society's pressures on women to have a model physique.
Ooh.
I'm learning that fitness is so much more than a weight loss mechanism alone.
Wow. Props to you, first of all, for even getting on that path, because I feel like that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Man, that hits me home with the whole like body image thing, because a lot of people think because I'm a fit person that I don't have any of those issues, that I don't have any insecurities.
Sure.
It's absolutely quite the opposite, because growing up in my family, let's be real here, like beauty was prized over everything, that it's like you had to look a certain way. And if you did, you were like the star of the family. And when everybody saw you in family reunions, it wasn't, oh, how are you doing in school? It was, how much do you weigh these days? So that was always a thing. And then I was a ballerina growing up. So it was like, I have a bigger chesticle area. And it was like, that was a no-no in ballet. It was like, you have to get those removed if you're ever going to succeed in this business. You can't have a butt. Da-da-da-da. And then as far as walking into the gym, funny, I actually had this insecurity moment the other day in the gym, because I was waiting for a bench and I was like, well, I want to get on there, but I don't know if I should go over there. And I felt awkward in the gym for the first time in my fitness journey, because I think you guys met me right when I started my real fitness journey in terms of weights, like 4 years ago. And I literally was just shaking to walk even around this area because there was all these dudes with 130-pound weights. And even though I take up some space in the gym, I even get...
Wait, what do you mean you take up space in the gym?
They call it taking up space. Like, you move around and you kind of puff your chest out like, okay, you think I'm just some little girl? Watch me lift this 200 pounds, taking up space.
Got it.
So even for me, that insecurity is there. And like, I posted the other day something about getting back to my pre-baby body weight, and I didn't want to post the number on the scale because I've caught myself sometimes obsessing over it. When I first started my fitness journey, all that mattered was the number on the scale. That's all it was. I wanted to get to this certain number, which was way lower than it is now, and I'm fine with that. And now I kind of morphed into this whole thing of like, fitness is just a life and a journey of like a mental fortitude more than physical, and the physical is the brownie points to it. That. You know what I mean? Like the mental fortitude is the cake, and the physicality of it's the sprinkles. It's extra. You can eat the cake and it'd still be great, but you put some sprinkles on it and it's wonderful.
Well, I mean, you had to put sprinkles on the cake.
Type situation.
What are we doing
so
here?
I feel like, I don't think I've been every type of body type, so I can't speak on that. As she says, she's a plus-size woman, but I definitely have been different sizes, post-baby.
Sure.
And even when I started my fitness journey, I was larger than I was now, and I wanted a certain size. But all I can definitely go to is that I am so proud of you for even taking the step, because I don't think people really realize how much that means. That first step is really all it took for me.
Sure.
That's really all it took for Marshall when he ever wanted to, because, he's your trainer, John.
He sure is.
He's a fitness coach. And I just really think it's crappy, the stigma that goes along with women right now, because no matter who we are, I do think we all look at a magazine or look at Instagram, and there's such a thing as Photoshop.
I've heard that.
I want that. I want this. I even look at somebody else's body in the gym and think, wow, that booty is nice. But here's the trick I play with myself. Instead of saying, damn, that girl's got such a hot body, hate her, I'm like, you know what? You just inspired me to go squat 5 more reps. You got a nice ass. I'm going to go get it. So I feel like it is completely a mental game. And once you master that mentalness of it, if that's a word, everything else will follow suit. And you really can't compare. When I go to the gym, it's me against me. And that's it.
Well, I think the one thing and thanks to whoever emailed, thank you for that.
Yeah, that was great. I hope I answered that.
Well, the one thing I think that they mentioned that I think is important to touch on is they've made going to the gym not a punishment for themselves, but almost like a reward. And I think that's a huge thing
Absolutely.
as well.
Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, Eric, you could have just said like somebody emailed that with a question for Riley as opposed to make it seem like you have this big dark bomb you need to drop on us.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing that.
No.
Okay, so if you want, let's do this. If you have a question, an Ask Riley question,
yes,
because Eric is the one that checks our DMs and he checks the emails and all that good stuff. So at YMS Radio, or you can send to Riley as well at Riley Couture or Riley at it was iHeartMedia.com.
Yeah,
I don't know what our emails are.
I don't either because they've changed. But yes, Riley at iHeartMedia.com.
Man, I have like 30 emails that go to the same box. I have no idea which ones work.
Me either.
So that's
aliases,
yes. So thanks, Eric. Good find, man.
Yeah, that was a good time.
And to the,
go, Eric, go.
To the person who
okay.
you did not just dad.
He did.
Tell me you're a dad without telling me you're a dad. I just dad on them haters. To the woman who sent the email for Riley, please, I guess send a follow up too when you hopefully that answers your question.
Hell yeah! And if I didn't, please DM me. The DMs are always open because I love this kind of stuff.